What up, YouTube? It's your boy Derek So Rude. Okay. So, this is basically, I don't even know if I can consider these psychology videos. I guess you could, but I don't know. I'm not putting no labels to nothing. But anyways, I'm about to just basically recap today's trades. I'm also gonna post a video, like with me on the charts today. So like my YouTube channel is gonna be a little off. Like my original plan was to basically, you know, have day 1, day 2, day 3, just my whole entire trading journey. But yeah, I mean, it ain't gotta just be one thing. So, and you know what I mean, I still gotta get my clickbait in. You know what I mean? I gotta get the clickbait in. You know what I mean? Because I think today's like bullish move on gold was just crazy, bro. And like, I guess I can start there. Like, me and my homeboy have been staring at gold for like the past 2 weeks, bro. Like, that's all I've been trading. But he trades, like, you know, I think gold is like his bread and butter too, but gold is really my bread and butter. Like, I'm not looking at nothing else. Like, I just recently this week started looking at the S&P 500 and silver, which I don't even trade silver at all, but I've been watching ICT, bro. And this no dick suck or nothing, you know what I mean? But bruh, I was like, I just been like locked into his videos, and I seen him do something cool, and he basically took a trade off one asset, but he used another asset as the indication. And I was able to do that shit with gold based off of silver. So I'm waiting on my move. It was just the coolest thing because like it actually worked. Like, I'm waiting on my move, but I don't see nothing. I forget what I saw that even made me think to do it, but I think it was because like everything, all my other confluences was there except for like maybe like 1 or 2. And then I'm like, and then that part of the video plays, and I'm just like, oh well, shit, let me check silver, because I think he was trading stocks or some shit, and like so he had like 3 different stocks up and was showing how like one of them basically showed divergence, and so like, you know, he kind of put 2 and 2 together, and like he caught his trade. So I'm like, well, gold correlates to silver. So I'm like, let me go check out silver. I look at silver and I see my entire trade played out, entry and all. And I'm like, oh. So I was just kind of like, so instead of taking my trade off of gold, I listened to ICT and I'm like, all right, timing before price. And I used the timing of silver to catch my trade on gold, and it was just the craziest shit. Like, I don't know if I just took the trade straight off. Like, I honestly think soon as silver hit the fair value gap that I was aiming for, I literally went to the gold charts and just took the trade. Or I don't know if that happened, or soon as I went to go take the trade off of silver, gold had already formed. Like, everything had formed. But I doubt that. I think that I honestly think that soon as it happened on silver, I went ahead and took the trade on gold. But yeah, man, I caught a good ass play, like a good play, bro. Like, I would say this is probably one of my best trades ever, only for the simple fact that, like, bro, I really enjoy when I put the things that I learned to test and it works out. I mean, even when it don't work out a lot of the times, and honestly, that's what my video is gonna be about, is because, so I take the trade. So mind you, I've been working on this little model. Well, I've been studying ICT's model for a minute now, dealing with fair value, market shifts. So I'm looking at the market shift stuff, and so I get funded my 100K account, right? I finally passed the prop firm challenge. I was working on 200Ks and 150K. So I passed both of my 100Ks, but one was taken, like the one that I got most recently, you know, got pushed through. I got the email sent, went ahead and activated it. But I got all that information before my old account. So I don't know, Top Step, y'all need to, pick up your game. But so I only had 1 account that I was working off for, and even though it should have been 2. But honestly, everything happens for a reason, because I'm kind of glad I didn't, because this would have happened over 2 accounts versus 1. So I get into a trade last night during Asian time, which I think ICT be saying, like, he doesn't recommend his students to trade Asian, well, at least in this mentorship. But I mean, that's what I've been trading, so I'm just kind of like, hey, that one kind of goes in one ear and out the other, because I'm just like, bro, that's all I really know. That's all I really have time for. So I gotta try to use these methods in Asian time. And so I do that, whatever. I catch the trade, and long story less long, the trade goes crazy. As far as it's just going up and up and up. And mind you, me and my friend, we have been looking at this chart for 2 weeks and finally seen something in the chart and was like, it basically came down to it's either gonna break down or it's either gonna break up. And when it breaks, it's going to break. And that's exactly what gold did. So last night was the start of that move. So I'm going up. Oh, I gotta rewind it back a little bit. So my first trade on the funded account, I fucked up and took the trade wrong. And I knew I was fucking up when I was taking the trade because it didn't feel right. It was like I woke up in the middle of my sleep. I was waiting on my move. I wake up, I see the move, I thought I did. I really wanted to go back and look at that trade, but this is probably why I should be journaling. But I really wanted to go back and look at that trade to see if I was even close to doing it right, because I feel like I was. It was just one part of the trade, a part of the little process that I didn't have right. And I think I ended up like trading backwards low key. Like it was like all my confluences was there, but then the swing high that I was supposed to be looking for a swing low, and instead I went for a swing high. And I think that it somehow like put me on the opposite end of the trade. So like when the trade was, I don't know, it was weird. It was the weirdest thing. Like, and I really wish I would have made a video on that trade because I stayed in the trade. Then I tried to, and then I had mixed the trade with let me go ahead. I had mixed the trade up with supply and demand. And then at one point, while I'm annotating on my charts, I'm just like, what the hell is this trade, bro? Like, it was just the worst shit. I really should have cut my losses. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was down, like, maybe, no, because I don't think I was down 2,000 until I woke up. But I was down like 900 or like something crazy, maybe like even 1,500. You know what I mean? And I only can lose 3K on the account. Then it came all the way back down to where I was only down $200. I need to get in the habit of cut my losses short, especially when I get blessed like that. To like, bro, this trade is fucking chopped cheese. Like, I mean, the trade is chopped. Like, bro, just scratch everything off and redo. You know what I mean? But I have a bad habit of not doing that. So I stay in the trade. Long story less long, I ended up with $2,000 drawdown. You see what I'm saying? So, but what was so crazy was the reason why I knew that I did it wrong was because when I woke up the next morning, although I had been stopped out, the trade price ended up going in the direction I knew it was going into. Like, really went down there. I probably would have came up about $1,500, $1,400. So I was just like, fuck, bro, you know what I mean? So it was just like, it wasn't nothing to be really mad about, but it was more so like, damn, I know I did something wrong. So I go back, watch the videos again, and I proceed to take my trade. Last night, mind you, I have $2,000 drawdown, so I'm not even able to get in aggressive how I usually like to, and then kind of like build on or take off from there. The trade is going well. You know what I mean? I think the most I was in drawdown last night was probably like $100, if that. You see what I'm saying? And that was just based off of my entry, I think, or like maybe a couple of 2 times where it came back on me. Long story less long, I ended up the next day when I go to work, I ended up like around $2,000. I'm up $2,000 by the time my day starting at work. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, fuck it. I'ma just, cause my whole thing was, and this is the wrong thinking. So anybody out there following me along on my journey, I mean, don't do this. You probably will anyway if you're anything like me. But bro, I'm just like, fuck this. I'm not here I did not stay up all them hours and do all that stressing and shit to just be up at break even. Even though after blowing the account, I realized how much of a blessing that was to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, I should have just took, like, you know what I mean? Should have just been like, hey, last night wasn't a night for me to be profitable, but it was a night for me to correct my account. You see what I'm saying? Like, I worked too hard on it just for me to like gamble it away like that. So, hey, you win some, you lose some, you move on to the next trade. But so I basically was like, fuck it. I seen news was coming, and I'm like, market is bullish. Like, I knew it was bullish. Last night's play, you know what I mean, was all I needed to see. But even before then, like, just what I've been watching price bounce to the same zones, break up, retrace back to the same zone, break down, retrace back up to the same zone. I'm just like, bro, it's going to go up. And that's why I even told my homeboy, I'm just like, bro, price, I'm like, bro, no, I was like, I believe in the break. It's going to be bullish all fucking night. And then, like, I didn't say nothing then, but that's why I was planning on sticking to my trade in the very beginning, because I'm like, bro, it's gonna be bullish all tomorrow too. This is the breakout we've been waiting for, bro. This is what we've been talking about. There's nothing, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I get all the way up from $2,000 out of $2,000 drawdown. I get all the way up to $2,000, right? News is coming. And I even go as far as to go to Forex Factory, look at it just real bullshit, like just bullshit analysis. Just like, oh, okay, it seems like the last 5 times this news reported, it was positive. Look up, see, okay, actual should be greater than, what they think is going to be good for currency. Good, cool, right? I did it. I think it was 2 things I needed to check. So I checked both of them. Like, I'm not really too worried about it. All I needed to do is to break in my direction, because I'm already up like around $2,000. So if it would have pushed in my direction before open, well, I think this was after open. No, before open, because the news came out at 8:30. If they would have pushed up in my direction before open, I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna get paid. And when I tell you, I witnessed the biggest red fucking candle of my life today. And I was on a 2-minute chart, so it was even bigger. Like, it was just like, bro, it was bad. But this is the thing. I did not feel bad about it. Mainly because I knew what I was up against. Now, I did not know the emotions attached to it. Even knowing like I'm about to do something risky or stupid, and I don't care what the outcome's gonna be. It was one of those moments, like, you're prepared for it. You kind of expected this to happen. You kind of knew this was gonna happen. But then, like, what comes behind that, those thoughts start creeping in your mind and stuff, like, that's what I wasn't ready for. So, yeah, bro, I get stopped out instantly. Like, instantly, not even a chance. Get stopped out, and then it retraces all the way back. And like, I've seen this play before. I've seen it where it breaks all the way down below and it shoots up. You see what I'm saying? I just wanted to just shoot up. You know what I mean? And, of course, I get the shit end of the stick. Breaks all the way down, shoots back up. But see, it shooting back up just made me so happy, because and I've had a couple of trades like this. Like, even though I lost bad, I was over leveraged, I was over traded, I was just on the wrong side of everything, or just really not on the wrong side of nothing, just, making the wrong decisions. Like, seeing it play out just kind of still affirm that potential that trading has to, like, the impact that trading can have on my life, bro. I just need to do the things I need to do to protect myself and my profits and, my winnings and shit, so that way I can see another day, and the money can eventually make it to my pockets. But, bro, like, it was the most bittersweet moment ever. Like, yeah, I just got stopped out of a trade that I just stayed up all night for. Literally got like 2 hours of sleep, went to work, staring at my phone, up, finally, recouped from like a horrible fucking trade set up, everything, and like risked. I don't understand. I don't see how people be enunciating so well, but finally risked it for like nothing, like literally just a blown account. You know what I mean? It was just whatever. But the candle that it made, it was literally like the biggest hammer I've ever seen ever. You know what I mean? So it was just like, you know what I mean? You got all these little ass moves of price just maintaining slowly but surely going up. And then you got this big ass candle saying like, nah, this run is here. I'm here to stay, and I'm going to keep going the fuck up. And that's exactly what it did all day. And, another one of the things that prevented me from stopping out the trade is because I didn't want to lose the profits that I had worked so hard to gain. Like, I was up 2 bands. So where I had my TP at, and this kind of messed me up because, like, bro, it wasn't going to reach there no way, unless it was just crazy ass, like a crazy ass push, like the craziest push. Like, I went and put my TP all the way up to this double top I seen in the chart when I thought it was going to be bullish, when I thought gold was going to be bullish. And it was said it was like at 25K. Like, if it reached this target, your profit's gonna be 25K, which I fucked up by even caring about the profits. But I'm like, yo, it's gonna be bullish today. News is gonna come out. Like, bruh, if we get this crazy ass push, like a crazy push up, I may potentially hit this TP, bro. You know what I mean? Because I've seen it do it before, and I had in my mind that, like, bro, I want to go up $100 in price. You know what I mean? Like, I know this trade has the potential, and everything around it is like, bro, it could possibly go up $100. You know what I mean? The price of gold. And like, yeah, bro, it like messed me up and got stopped out, whatever. And I'm just sitting there like, And that's when all the emotions start pouring in. It was just like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, because I seen this trader the other day say, she had a video of about taking losses, and she was basically the first part of the first like 15 seconds in the video. She's like, the first question you ask yourself when you take a loss is, would you take that trade again? And if the answer is yes, then it's fine. Like, there's no need to fret. You know what I mean? Like, don't fret about the shit. And then if it is not a trade that you would take again, then you got some deeper digging to do. And that's why I was just kind of going back and forth in my head about, like, bro, would I have done that again? And the answer is fucking no. I've already did that shit twice. I mean, but this time I had a lot on the line, and on top of that, I was in a good ass setup. And it was just like, it wasn't worth it, bro. Like, I literally could have just took my profit, and then the biggest like slap in the face was the fact that soon as price, like right after that big ass candle, maybe like a couple minutes later, I get the perfect entry at the bottom of the move to literally, like, if I was just like, oh no, hell no, news about to come out, let me go ahead and take my little 2K and then look for another re-entry, it would have, like, literally, I may have had to wait like maybe like 5 or 6 minutes, and I would have been right back in the same trade I was in. Caught the bullish run all the way from the bottom of New York Open to the top wherever it ended. You know what I mean? And then what made it worse was the fact that, so after I take my loss, I go and I'm like, let me just check my email, bro, to see if my other account finally got activated, and it did. So now I'm like even more sick because, you know, in a perfect world, I take my profit, I get back into the trade, I start climbing up, and then I go and check my email just on some like random shit, just to see like, is this account even ready? Go to check it, see that it's there, activate it, go straight, run to the markets, look for my entry, the same entry I caught when I caught today, and then been up on that account too. I mean, just double whammy, 2 birds with 1 stone. So, you know, it was a hard lesson. And then not to mention, like, you know, the setup, like, just, you know, using silver as an indicator and catching that the perfect entry. Like, I remember when I took my entry, I'm telling my friend, all right, I'm in. And like, at that time, he's still like with this bearish bias, like, oh, well, I gotta sell stuff, which is cool because, like, you know, we get to learn. Like, sometimes he's right, sometimes I get the shit end of the stick, and then sometimes I'm right, and then, you know, he gets the shit end of the stick. But like, a lot of times he does a good job at kind of like, you know, like bouncing back. Like, he'll recognize, because he works off higher time frames, so he kind of recognizes trends and shit before I do. He does that way better than me. So yeah, man, it's just a cool thing. So we kind of like to, like, you know, we don't kind of try to sway each other in the right direction. We'll tell each other what we see, and then like you kind of do with that information, you know, what you will. Like, if I say, oh, it's looking bullish to me, I'm hopping into a buy, you know, I'm letting him know that. But if he still thinks that it's a bearish bias, then like we're learning. Like, it helps us learn more than it does, like, you know, damage us and shit. So I don't know, bro, but it was just like the entry was so beautiful, bro. Like, it was just like, bro, like, you know, price just steady going down, like, oh, hopping in my buy, and what to do, turn right around, you know what I mean, start pushing up, and it was just like, just the coolest fucking setup, bro. But, you know, this video is already too long. It's 20 minutes. I know I'm doing a lot of, like, you know, I wouldn't even say I'm rambling. I'm just like, I just had a good trading day, even though, you know, I took a major L, lost an account that I dead ass grinded for. I don't think I'll be hopping into another funded anytime soon. I have 100K. I finished half of a 50K last night, and I honestly think I'm gonna just work off of those. Like, my first I haven't had my second payout yet, but my first payout ever came off a 50K account, so I know I can work with that. And the 100K is just love. Like, and once I'm able to put like a bigger lot size on like a trade today, like, I just imagine if I had like 10 lots on this trade on today's like run, it would have been insane. You see what I'm saying? And then like, the only thing that's kind of eating at me is the fact that, like, if, like, just say I would have had, like, not even counting the negative like drawdown I was already in, but say, I don't know, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I just think that the idea of having like 2 accounts on that crazy ass trade, like, was a possibility, and I kind of like shit the bed, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, damn, bro. Like, damn, like, I think the last time I checked, I was up like 4.5, and it's just like, damn, bro, I could at least been up, like, I would have been ending the day today at, like, I would have came up to 2,000, I mean, so if you want to throw that in there, that's really 6K. Or, I mean, but really, I would have been up 4K on one, and on the other one, I caught late. So that, let's say that's been roughly around 3 or 4. I mean, like, that's 10 bands right there. That's around like 9, 10 bands. I mean, across 2 accounts, like, I can work with that. I mean, the most money I've ever seen in my life at one time is $10,000. So like the fact that I'm even like touching these numbers, or like my goal is like this crazy number that I've never had, like it probably fucks up my psychology a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, bro, good trading day. When I get home today, I'm gonna make a video over the trade just to show y'all the setup and like kind of so y'all can see what I was talking about. I annotated the whole thing, and yeah, bro, to better trading days, better psychology, better decision making. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get overall better at this shit, bro, and just kind of like bro, like I really want to master the craft of trading, and I know I'm gonna have to take these tough L's on the chin, but like some of this shit is kind of self-inflicted. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna be able to rest. You know what I mean? Throughout the weekend with no regrets. You know what I mean? Like just only lessons. Spend time with my beautiful daughters, and just like get ready for this next trading week, bro. I mean, I'm sorry for the 20-minute video. But hey, man, I gotta stay consistent with this shit. So it's your boy Derek Saru. Okay.